What's going on, everybody? Week one, NFL is back. NFL is back. But first, let's talk a little bit about mortgages and what step number one is when you're trying to get pre approved for mortgage. Really, one of the biggest things when we're talking about getting pre approved is what is your credit score? And let's talk a little bit about what makes up a credit score. So, first, 35% is based off of payment history. You want to make sure you don't have any late payments on your credit score. Second is amounts owed. Now, you want to try to keep your credit utilization to under 30%. Moving forward, this makes up about 30% of your FICO score. The length of credit history, moderately influential. However, it makes up 15% of your credit score. Types of credit used is 10%, and any new credit is also 10%. So keep an eye on your credit score. Remember, annualcreditreport.com, you can get one free credit report per year. I highly recommend checking it out. All right, so let's talk about, we had 5 steps on what makes up a credit score. We're going to talk about 5 key games this week that occurred. So let's start. Number one, the biggest surprise of the week, Cincinnati hosting New England. Many people think New England's the worst team in the league this year, and they may very well could end up being there. The Giants may give them a run for their money, but they went into Cincinnati, ran the ball almost 40 times for 170 yards. Ramondre Stevenson led the way with 120. They shut down Joe Burrow and company en route to a 16-10 upset win. Now let's turn to Cleveland. Cleveland, where Dallas gave Dak Prescott the richest contract in NFL history about 20 minutes before the game. Well, they didn't need him to lead the way in this one. They had a 60-yard punt return for a touchdown. They sacked Cleveland 6 times en route to a dominating 33-17 win by the Cowboys. So things are looking up for them this year, perhaps. Number 3, we're going to turn the page to Chicago. Chicago hosting a Tennessee Titans team looking to come in and knock off the Bears and first-round draft pick Caleb Williams. All the hype, well, it was just that. It was only hype because he didn't throw the ball for over 100 yards. The Titans held him to under 100 yards passing. However, the Bears defense took the mantle and scored twice on defense, including an interception return for a touchdown late in the game, which followed a blocked punt earlier in the game, which led the comeback for the Chicago Bears. They were able to get a win without notching an offensive touchdown. So, Bears fans, not quite exciting, but you'll take the win. All right, number 4. So we turn the page to Miami, where it was a chaotic start to the day. Tyreek Hill was detained by police officers, handcuffed, and put to the ground before the game. There's still details to come out on this, but anyway, it was a slow start for Miami until Tyreek Hill, the aforementioned Tyreek Hill, yes, the man put in handcuffs prior to the game, caught an 80-yard touchdown, had over 100 yards receiving. He helped lead the comeback route for the Dolphins, who hit a 52-yard field goal as time expired for Jason Sanders and company to get the win. They walk out of there with a comeback win over Jacksonville. Last but not least, last night, the Detroit Lions, yes, they needed overtime to beat a beat-up Rams team. Rams had a number of different injuries throughout the offensive line. They had Puka Nacua get injured early in this one. Cooper Kupp had 14 catches in this one, but it was the Lions who took the ball first in overtime, and it was Montgomery with a huge drive in overtime. He scored the game winner for Detroit, who was able to pull out the win last night. So an exciting week one. Looking forward to the Jets and the Niners tonight. Let me know who you got tonight. You got the Jets with Mr. Rogers. Do you have the Niners, the Super Bowl favorites? Let me know who you got, guys. Monday Mortgage Quarterback. We are back, and we are ready to go. Hope y'all have a great season. Have a great day.